I just left Zierikzee and on my way to Stellendam, and that's the first time I go single-handed overseas. It's beautiful weather, so nothing really, you know, bothers from that perspective. But I mean, it's a big step, and hopefully everything will be okay. I left like 35 minutes ago. I'm sailing, and it's beautiful weather. Show you the flag over there, this one. Actually, because it's the first time I go overseas by myself, I thought I'd raise this flag. This flag is in flag science the #1, and that means that I'm single-handed. So a milestone, so I had to celebrate that with a nice flag. I'm at sea, and unfortunately on the motor, but I have 0-degree apparent wind, so there's no sailing. I had a little incident earlier. One of the sail patins punched a hole under in the pocket, and it came out. So I had my mainsail out as supporting, and now so I'm reefed the mainsail. I have a small triangle on, and I'm going to use some tape to make a temporary repair. Good news, the engine is off, and the sail batten is out. I tried to fix it provisionally, but it just didn't work. So I took it out and went out with the battenless, but it's still fine, still going quite well. The good thing about that the engine is off is that we're sailing. And the bad thing is that the speed has gone a little bit down. We're against current at the moment, and arriving in Stellendam, according to the plotter, it says like around 11. Hopefully when the tide turns we can make up a little bit of speed and also have a little better angle of the wind. But now we are just in the very close to the wind, and but we're sailing, and that's the most important. I'm going to Stellendam because I want to go a little bit further with my trip to Hellevoetsluis. That's where my uncle lives, and he introduced me into sailing when I was very, very young. And he didn't see Miles yet, so it's my pride and joy. So I want to show him this beautiful Nile 400. I showed him pictures, of course, before, but he never saw it live. So that's the goal of this week, visiting my uncle in Hellevoetsluis. So it's Tuesday, the last little bit to Hellevoetsluis where my uncle lives. I called him this morning and he advised me to stay in the city harbour. There's a little bridge in front there, and there it would be easiest for him to access the boat and to park nearby. So this is the midway destination of this trip. And I looked at the weather forecast and it is best to go back on Saturday. I can see Hellevoetsluis already. I'm just having the Genoa out, have a very easy access over there, easy going, and the weather is beautiful, so I'm enjoying it. I'm sailing again, and Ben and Jerry are steering the boat. That's obviously the autopilot from B&G, which works perfectly fine. Heading to Middle Harness today. I had lunch earlier with my uncle, who was like the main subject of traveling this way. Now on my way to Middle Harness, 10 knots of wind from behind. First time to Middle Harness with Miles, and I'm excited. Friday afternoon. Great sail today, wonderful weather. It was quite cloudy in the morning, but then I was working, so it didn't bother me too much. But now I have a fantastic sail. There's about 10-11 knots, true wind speed. I'm cruising around on the Haring Fleet, destination Stellendam, but I'm just made an extra round just to enjoy this weather and these conditions. Really awesome. Tonight is Stellendam, and tomorrow the tide and the time and the wind direction is perfect to go back over sea to Roompot. And so at the end of the weekend, so Sunday, I will be back home. I'm back at sea again, going through a very tricky part. It has some problems with the depth, so I need to stay very focused in this part. I have the mainsail on and the engine, so I'm almost straight into the wind, but I hosted the mainsail just when I left the lock. And so this will be like half an hour, 45 minutes, very tricky part. But then I have the tidal current and a very favorable wind for a very beautiful sail back to the Roompot lock, which brings me on the Eastern Shell. The nice thing about that, it's probably this 45 minutes and then it's only sailing, so that's great. At Roompot I have to wait probably a couple of hours because I don't fit under the bridge, so I have to wait for low tide and then I can pass under. But for now I need to stay very focused and make sure that I don't get drowned. So wish me luck. We're sailing and everything very smooth. The wind is a little bit less than it was when I just started, but still we have a decent speed, tidal current with us. So and I've been busy. I mean, I'm doing everything by myself, and so navigation and the trimming of the sails, but you know, that's very nice to do, and obviously the autopilot is helping me to keep my hands free to do important stuff. So far so good. Can still see the coast, and according to Navionics we will be arriving about 3:30 in the afternoon, so that's a very quick sail. And then wait for a couple of hours until I can pass under the bridge. Another part of the mission is completed. I just arrived at Roompot in the very famous Easterschelde Dam in the southwest of Holland. And now I have to wait a couple of hours because the bridge is not high enough for me now and the tide is sinking, so about 3 hours I will contact the authorities from the lock and hopefully can pass through around 8 o'clock, and it's now 4:30, so I'm gonna prepare something to eat, rest a little bit and then continue the trip.